Chief Scientist on the line.
Hey, Chief Sci. Details.
Normal ops continue as is, yep, so you're ready. So now, the first thing to do in normal ops is tilt down, pretty much all the way.
There's an audio slate for Hercules Dive Hotel 1783. UTC
so
time is 065548. Mark.
So you can see how it's tilting down. 45 degrees is about halfway, and it doesn't quite go all the way to 90, but just continue. And you'll see you're actually moving the camera into the light pool now. Instead of looking straight out ahead, the lights are pointed kind of down, so tipping the camera down allows you to see where the lights are. Oops, that's not right. Stop there for a sec. I don't think you followed that procedure right. So let's note, so keep the camera on and tilt up. And we'll go all the way back up and start again. It should have hit a software stop by this point. There's that current. Woohoo! This is going to be fun.
You feeling that undercurrent
Yeah, I can
already?
feel it. I'm getting pushed towards Argus, actually. Yeah, that's cool. So keep going up. So you're watching by all the way up. I'm looking at camera 5. So go until this almost touches this. Okay, you can click ignore stops and go a little more. Keep going, and good there. So a little gap between there and there, that's what you want. Cool, so now turn tilt off, and then turn it on and follow those bottom 5 steps. Can you please slow down on the winch? Why am I not going down? What's going on here? Just a 20 would be fine. Wow, that is a ripping current. That is crazy.
Yeah, they said there's supposed to be a big current between 50 and 400.
Oh, I know. I saw it earlier this year, and it's going again. Like, it's really going.
Do we have to come on to like some kind of speaker versus headset? I'm terrified to just start like touching stuff. Well, the speaker's red though.
That's mean on.
I gotta figure something out here.
I mean, I don't know. Nobody.
Trying to find like editors.
Lounge video.
Wow,
Pardon me?
video.
Can you,
Should be good now.
Are you having a hard time with your KP in there?
Can you slow down further? Maybe to 15?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, we can, but we should not be.
Okay.
Are you hearing audio out of your televisions there as well?
No.
All right. Stand by.
Okay.
I was getting pushed into Argus, so I'm still not able to stretch out yet. It was real scary, actually. Yeah. Okay, are you set up? So you finished everything, so now you can go down and dip down to normal ops again. Oh, man.
Look how much everyone loves your GUI, dude.
But I think that means they can hear us. Yeah. They're hearing yours?
Yeah, if you could check the lounge, I can do it. So there shouldn't be any lights on. They have to go into listen mode. They'll say talk to listen. To go into listen mode. Listen. No, that's okay.
No one's talking.
Someone's talking. Hello, I'm talking.
Toggle listen. So you go to toggle listen and then hit it. And the left button means listen, the right button means talk.
And you're currently
So
talking.
if you want to talk to SPL,
Does anyone hear
you
me
go
talking?
off toggle listen.
Hello, Sam. We are toggle listening to you too.
Hello. Yeah. Very quiet, but you're hearable.
And they could hear us, so he could, and then we could hear.
So
Okay. Yeah, maybe you can go above 20. Somewhere
SPL,
between 20
SPL,
and
this is a
25.
test from the lounge. Can you hear us?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Hi, Sam.
Loud and clear, lounge.
Seems like a good sign.
You can keep going faster. Somewhere between 20 and 25. That's good. Cool. Now you can do the tilt thing, so. Okay. So let's do that again. So tilt, so power off for a sec, just to reset it all now that you're up top. So on, then you click ignore stops. Oh, turn it off real quick. It ran away on you again, so it's really acting up. So, okay, let's do this. I don't know. Let's go on, and then down a little bit. Good there. Now do ignore stops. And now do one click up, then initialize. And now it should work. So now you can go down. Hopefully.
Hey, Herc.
Hello.
Do you know? Do you recall when you started seeing that effect of the undercurrent? Like 100 meters or so?
Between 50 and 100. I don't know exactly when, but it was somewhere around there.
Yeah.
It was after the handoff, so it was deeper than 50.
All right.
Me? Have you tried listening to me? Oh, maybe I have. Are you listening to SPL? Maybe I have private talk on. Maybe I have private talk on. Hi, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Roger. The video, guys. Yeah. Keep going. Okay, stop there. So it's not working. Okay, that's fine. We can go live without it. Doesn't matter. So let's tip up a little bit. All that means is the software stop is not working. The whole tilt works totally fine. But what that means is whenever you tilt the camera, you can leave it there. You have to watch on camera 5. So usually you can tilt it all the way down or all the way up and it'll stop it with software before it runs into itself. Now without that software stop working properly, you have to monitor it so you don't run it into stuff. There's another thing you got to check now. It just takes away one of those levels of control. No, you're good there. So do you know what I'm talking about with what you're looking for?
Leave it there for now.
Yeah, that's good.
See what happens.
See if anybody.
Yeah.
You guys figure out how to watch a movie the other night?
Yeah. Kind of.
We watched like half of it and then we all went to bed.
Well, I'm saying,
It
so
also
this
was, like,
block
didn't
here
cover the full
is the
screen.
place that this
It's
frame
like,
hits.
oh,
It'll
no.
swing into there, or it'll swing up
'Cause
and
it was
come
on a
down to
computer
there.
and it wasn't,
Those are the
like,
two things you want to avoid.
projecting
So whenever you're
correctly.
tilting,
So
you want to
far
make
it's
sure you're
me
looking at
and
that.
Chief Side and Science and Data Logger on the chat.
hey, lounge, you're talking on SPL.
I don't want
Could
to listen to
you
SPL
do
anymore.
that?
That's a bit annoying.
Roger,
What's that? That is one thing you should do, but whenever you move it, so to keep Herc in view down at the bottom, you're going to, whenever you push those up or down buttons, you want to watch that camera. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Do it, yeah.
So Herc, just give me a shout when you think you feel the effects of that current weakening.
Say again, Mammal?
Just let me know when you stop feeling that current.
I'm actively fighting it, so I don't know.
Still, okay.
Well, I just mean I'm going in a way that I won't feel it if it's doing anything, and I'm thrusting into it, so I won't see it, I won't know, and I won't have an answer for you.
Well, you'll start coming back under Argus, right?
No, because I'm thrusting with the current. So even when the current disappears, I'm still thrusting that direction. It might be over now, Emil.
Yeah, it should be pushing you eastward.
It did, and now I'm getting pushed westward.
Okay.
That's been happening for about 3 minutes.
Yeah, alrighty.
Oh, man. A lot of stuff going on. Okay. Whew. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Were you not guys?
Pilot video, can I zoom on Herc? Thanks. Yeah, go ahead, Nav. Herc is set to what? Really? Oh, that's strange. Yeah, I'll check that. So now that I'm zoomed in, like way zoomed in, I have a ton of focus control. So you will play with that for a sec?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah. Greg?
Hello everyone, this is Tashira Cruz with the Nautilus. We are so excited to be back online and starting our first dive of this cruise. Right now you might hear people talking on the background as everyone is getting ready for the first dive of this cruise. Everyone's kind of setting up before we get to the bottom. We're currently located in the mid-Pacific Ocean, close to Baker Island. Tonight we'll be exploring an unnamed seamount that's located to the southern part of Baker Island. And during this cruise, we expect to be looking for high-density communities of a lot of coral and sponges. So please be patient with us and keep tuning in to tonight.
Well done. Nice to have you here.
Hello.
Hi.
So Yashira, this is Emil in the chief scientist seat here. And one interesting thing so far on the descent has been the effect of the equatorial undercurrent on the ROVs, Herc and Argus. They were pushed noticeably eastward by the current between depths of about 75 and 350 meters. That's typical for the equatorial undercurrent, but it's one of the fastest ocean currents out there in the Pacific.
Emil.
So like I said,
So that current can rip along at 2 to 3 knots, and that's more than Herc's thrusters are able to compensate for. So Yashira, how's this volume? I think I might have been a little bit quiet before.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Good.
I'm going to turn, I boosted you a little up here, Emil,
Ooh.
so, well, that was pretty. You still there, Emil?
I'm here.
Okay, that's a good level. Thank you.
So yeah, we selected this ridge on the southwest side of this seamount, partly because it's prominent, and that's where you're going to have stronger currents, and which the, oh, there's a nice one in Herc's camera. Wow. I've never seen that before.
Nor I,
Yeah.
that was cool.
In Herc's.
That was
All right,
cool.
Gina. But yeah, that's where we're going to find stronger currents. And the NOAA's ship, Okeanos Explorer, saw something. They saw some dense communities and diverse communities on Titoff Seamount, which is just a little bit north of here, on their western ridge and at the summit. So our plan is to follow the ridge towards the summit over the course of this 28-hour dive.
So, Emil, did Gina have an ID on that?
Gina, let's hear what that was.
Does Gina exist? Is Gina on SPL?
So that species that we just saw kind of looked more like a jellyfish, but it was actually a species of sea cucumber. And it's in the family of Plagiathoridae. Its species name is Pelagithoria mediatrix. And it's actually the only true pelagic holothurian known to date. And it's actually considered rare to observe, but it's been observed across many tropical latitudes. And so, yeah, it's a pretty cool organism. I'm really psyched to see that on this right away.
We saw the only pelagic holothurian? Right.
Wow, that was quick.
That was beautiful, really. It was too quick to get a screen grab, I guess. The midwater column is the least explored part of the ocean, and so these blue water portions of the dive can be boring, but every once in a while you get a neat surprise here.
Gina, do you want to give yourself a little introduction for the world? Maybe Emma can do that too.
My name is Gina Seelig. I'm currently a senior at the University of Hawaii at Hilo, majoring in marine science and with a minor in chemistry. And I'm here as an ocean science intern, and this is my first watch. So I'm really excited to be here.
Nice.
Hi, Emil Petroncio. I'm a physical oceanographer in my 7th season with Nautilus. And so I'm trained in physical oceanography, but I've become a bit of a generalist since I've been underway on Nautilus these seasons, learning a bit about geology, and I'm looking forward to learning a lot about corals and sponges on this expedition. Retired Navy and studied internal tides and currents at the Naval Postgrad School, and seamounts are known for strong internal tides. So one of the reasons sponges and corals are so happy on these when they have some hard substrate and a strong current, they tend to thrive if they've got the nutrients to filter out of the water. So we'll see what we can find down here, and see if we can document some, as Yashira said earlier, high density, high diversity biological communities.
All right, do we have anyone else that might want to introduce themselves now?
I'm Megan. I'm a fake 8 to 12 watch sitter. I'm usually on 4 to 8, but I'm hanging out back here with Gina. I'm the science manager on Nautilus, and my background is in submarine volcanism. I'm psyched to be here.
Thanks, Megan. So right now, our ROV pilots are in the process of training and getting ready for our first dive ever, including some of our interns. So just bear with us. We might be hearing from them in a few minutes.
Yeah, go to toggle listen, turn on SPL. Turn off the toggle listen mode, no anything you press your toggle. Yeah, I think I set that panel up so you can't flash SPL.
Perfect. That's where we're going to start. Okay. They were wondering why we couldn't.
Let me double check and make sure it's set up that way.
And I'll test it with you.
Yeah. I sent Toy down to take a look at it. But
yes.
He's probably just come down with
You got down there, and I was like, tell me the words that Ed told you, and you tried, and then...
That sounds like something.
So Emil, this site that we're going to was mapped previously, correct?
It was, but we refined that we got higher resolution data with our mapping today, and as well as some backscatter data, which shows us where the hard substrate is. And it's a pretty sharp ridge, so it should be pretty interesting. Then the summit, you know, this seamount in our data, it looks like a flat-top seamount, which is called a geo, and so the summit looked pretty flat across a distance of about 4 kilometers. So that's indicative of a very ancient seamount formed in the Cretaceous. You know, so Howland and Baker are between 70 and 74 million years old, and this seamount is probably of similar age. But we'll try to verify that by collecting some basalt samples for dating. So that's a long answer to that it was mapped, but yes.
Well, it was very comprehensive. Thank you so much.
Okay, Emil, I have the overview set up on HiPAC plan, and then I have the current view on HiPAC survey.
Great.
Those are 100-meter contours on HiPAC plan, and the black contours that are on survey right now are 10-meter contours.
Okay, 10 meter on survey, 100 meters on plan.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Chief Sai and Nav, do you guys know about the HiPAC web server?
Yes, I heard about it. I have not used it.
Do you know about it, Emil?
You mentioned it. I'm not sure how to work it. But
That might be a Ben thing to...
Yeah, I can get that sorted. I think for now we're okay with just that plan view, but...
Copy.
Wait,
yeah,
what's the question?
The HiPAC
web server.
Yeah, I can get that going.
Okay, yeah.
I got it.
It doesn't really... I don't think it's going to help too much for this one because we don't typically have someone in the back row dropping targets like we would in the last cruise. But
well, it's not really dropping targets, but it's helpful for zooming out and measuring.
Yeah, you're able to drop targets, but people typically are more psyched about just being able to move around.
This is the lounge testing?
Yes,
talking to SPL.
We can hear you.
Yeah, lounge, we have you on SPL.
We should be able to hear them right now. Let's try this.
Still hear you, lounge.
Yeah. Oh, we can hear you, lounge. There you go.
Okay, lounge, you just turned off for a sec. Now I hear you, see you talking to video.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, Trevor, your slurp is smoking. I hear your mic already, lounge. On SBL.
Hey, SBL, this is Lounge
Hi,
testing.
Lounge. Hi, Lounge.
Yes.
Hi, Lounge.
Hey, Lounge.
Lounge, greetings.
Lounge.
Still hear your mic, Lounge.
You just listen to that mic.
Lounge, you're really
Rather
hot.
not. Oh. What do you got? Uh-oh. How did that do
Flush it.
that? That.
Hey, SBL, this is Lounge testing.
Yep,
We can still. We hear you.
Still got you,
We
Lounge.
hear
Lounge clearly cannot hear us.
you. No. They need a little bit of training on that KP down there.
Is it live?
I might jump down and do that.
Wow. Never seen that before. So it hit itself in that pipe.
That is correct. Thanks, Emil.
Hey, Data,
Yeah.
I got a fun one for you.
That doesn't make any
You
sense.
want to count that as sample?
I want to do whatever you want to do with it, but
We
I
wanna-
want you to know that it's there.
No, I know. We know it's there.
Okay.
I can see it.
Cool.
Can you get rid of it?
Nope.
Well, it's just flush, right? So.
You can't.
It's flush, yeah, but there's no unflush.
Yeah.
Holes in.
Thank you. Yeah, there's no unflush, so it's in there. Okay.
So someone just asked, what ROV are we projecting on the bottom left side of our quad? I believe that is Argus at this moment. So Emil, I have a question over here. Do you have time to answer? Maybe you can help me with this one.
I sure do.
So Diana is asking, what is the cause of the volcanic activity? Is it a hotspot?
That's a good question. Yeah, I believe that the Howland Baker, this seamount, Titov seamount, this seamount are part of the Tokelau seamount chain, and that appears to be formed by a hotspot. Yes, and now I think this is a case of a moving hotspot rather than the plate dragging over the hotspot. But it's now I'm not certain, but it's possible that it's a little of both. But in the Tokelau seamount chain, as we see in the Hawaiian Ridge and Emperor seamount chain, there is a bend in the chain, and that's due to the movement of the hotspot apparently, and that is seen on the southern part of the Tokelau seamount chain. You also see that in the Gilbert seamounts to the west of the Tokelau seamount chain.
Mm-hmm.
And that one, I think that hot spot, a few million years ago was under Samoa, and now it's a little bit southeast of Samoa. That's my understanding of the hot spots in this region. I don't know what became of the hot spot that created this seamount and the Tokelau seamounts.
All right, thank you very much.
Hey, SBL, this is Lounge testing.
We can hear you, Lounge.
Wahoo!
And now we can not hear you. That's great. I like the not hearing better. Sorry, Sam.
Yeah. You're great and all, but
I'm happy the Lounge is there.
Yeah.
So is the Lounge.
Quite. I don't want to look at him anymore.
But now that we've got superstar Gina up here, I may be relying less on the Lounge than I thought.
Jay, Gina. For those of you who are just joining us, we are currently descending at a depth of 816 meters. We are getting ready to do our first dive on a non-named seamount close to Baker Island in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, the comp. So that is in camera 5, which you can't hardly see. So I'll put it here for you, and you still can't hardly see it, but you'll see it better. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. The numbers are 3, 6, 9, and 12. So you can count up based on that, and that's at 3 psi. That is the comp.
Emma, we have a launch site and we have a start site.
369.
Do you
so that's
want
like
the vehicles
four,
to start
4.5.
at
Call it whatever you'd like.
launch or at start?
Okay.
Because I can move them to
So
start.
eventually get used to it and you
Oh,
can kind of
yeah.
see it from that
Yeah,
camera.
we can
but for now, we'll just bring it down here every
slowly
time. No big
proceed
deal.
up towards start, I guess, as you're
When
descending.
you do engage check and we get to that
It's up
point,
to you.
if it's a safe
if you
point,
wanted to
I'll
start
just
at the
put
bottom
camera
of
there
this
for you.
ridge or go up to the top, it's only about
Hello.
200 meters away, so that doesn't take very long. We could land at this landing and head up.
Oh man, they're wrong.
Yeah, let's shoot for that.
Which
that
watch
smoother
were you on?
landing. That it looks like a good spot to start.
This here or this up here?
Just below the launch. Yeah.
Right here.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Roger
that looks
that.
good.
Right.
Cool. That'll be fine with our current position.
Great.
Thank you.
Get better eyes, Allison.
So yeah, our track up the ridge looks like it involves some, some slopes like that, and then some saddles, occasional down, but mostly up.
Mostly looking up.
Someone over here is asking if our ROVs are connected to the ship by cables during descent. In fact, they are. They are connected by fiber optics. And this is also the way that we're able to transmit all the video information back to the ship and eventually through telepresence.
Yeah, they'll stay connected through the whole dive evolution. The dive, the recovery, everything. It's a really interesting cable. It's super complex. It's, what is that, 3 counter wraps of steel on the 6.8?
It is. What's the name of that steel? It is a some kind of plow steel. It's the super. Oh, it sounds fake. The name sounds fake.
Like something from the catalog.
It's like not super deluxe plow steel, but
Right,
it's something like that.
Super hardened plow steel. Maybe.
I can't remember.
Probably
I
not.
have to look it
All
up.
right.
It's really funny.
So there's, and how many strands are there? Like 6 or 8?
On each wrap, I think there is probably 15 to 20.
Okay. Wraps of steel going in one direction on the outer core, and then the same on the inner core going the other direction, then yet another wrap of steel going the other direction to take the tension and the weight of the vehicles. And then inside there's 3 legs of power, which I'm going to guess is 3-leg 2800 volt. Does that sound about right, Trevor?
Yeah, something like that. A little lower than that, yeah.
Yeah, 2400 volts.
20-something.
And then 3 legs of fiber optics. And then when we get down to Argus, we can step that down to house power for various things on Argus. And we also supply power to Hercules through the soft buoyant tether that allow it to be decoupled from the movement of the vessel at the surface.
Better.
And it gets the same amount of power and fiber.
Get better like that.
Yeah, those are good questions, though.
Cycle,
it's nice to have an audience back.
Halfway through that.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for joining us today.
Wedge tension readout is new.
Isn't
cool.
that deluxe?
Who did that? Ben?
Ben did it. So Ben did it ashore halfway through last cruise.
Looks great.
And it was non-resizable and covered half the sonars. So we used it, but then hit it back and forth. And this cruise, Ben has introduced Rev 2, which is even more deluxe.
Looks
So Argus, what's our descent rate?
Our descent rate is 25 meters a minute.
Oh,
50 meters, 50 minutes to bottom.
15 minutes, right.
And 50?
Minutes to bottom, yeah.
Copy.
We'll actually probably, now that we're at launch site, where did my dive plan go?
Yeah, that's okay. Black one, the bottom one, primary comp, main comp.
Someone has
So that's 3 and a 3
done
and a
away
quarter.
with my dive plan.
Done what?
My dive plan is missing.
Oh my gosh.
We're actually probably going to be closer to 2277 as a depth.
7.7. Are you
Go.
kidding?
No. 2270, if that makes you happier. Where's
Are
my
we?
dive plan?
Is there a reason we're at launch and not start?
Yep, it's on the floor.
We're going to start at the launch or launch at the start?
We're going to start at the launch.
Yeah, it looked like a nice flat area just
so
below
we're gonna-
south of the launch.
We're going to go here.
Okay.
And that depth is 2240. No, I was mistaken. It's 2240. Indeed.
Why is this? I don't want this. I want this to be this.
Baud rate.
Baud. It's a lot better. Look at how fast it's going
That's
now.
too fast.
You know what, Rennie?
You would like the name of, like, as satellites get better and better, they just run out of, like, ways to describe how great they are. And they're, like, very high resolution, extremely hyperspectral. Like, they just keep getting better and better, and there's, like, no end. The next one's going to be, yeah, like, extreme, like, unnecessary.
Unbeatable.
Offensive.
So the craft comp is not that
resolution.
one. It is on the preset 2. It for all, okay, well,
So Nav, we'll try to,
yeah. The answer is the craft comp is the one, the yellow, the yellow bar and the white bar.
about a kilometer on this.
In full honesty, the gauge you read is actually the gauge for the craft comp.
1
but the
kilometer
numbers
per
are
watch.
different. So for right now, craft comp is that yellow and white bar. So now's where you might have to move it around a little bit with the joystick.
I'll write that as a note.
So, and this may or may not help you. That looks like it makes it worse. Go back to that one.
Yeah, we're having issues with Iris on bubble last leg.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that a couple times where it ran away from you. It was like uncontrollable, and then you give it a minute and it was fine.
Yeah.
Well, someone's going to get a surprise Post-it note in that tool bag.
Nice. Yep.
Have either of you guys seen the stick of pointing?
I have not.
Where is it?
Try feeling for it.
No. Does that mean you've done something with it?
No.
We looked for it earlier.
No, it was there the last leg. I don't think we used it.
So 2 white gauges on the bottom are your motor and high voltage comp,
What
and there
will
are
I
labels
do?
just below the
Might be
gauges
back
to remind you
here.
which one's which.
Let me take a look here. Stand by.
Okay.
So you keep tilting down a little bit, and then if you zoom in, it should sharpen up the letters a bit. You can zoom in a lot more than that. You can zoom in like way unnecessarily zoomed. So just below the white gauges, there's some labels to tell you what they are.
This is unnecessary. This is necessary.
So see this?
That's also necessary.
Yeah,
you told me.
Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, the end of
the hydraulics cap.
Yeah, that's pretty
I'm really happy with that. I can even set it up in a strobe mode.
So as we descend to our first dive site, it might be nice to see where everyone is joining us from.
What are you looking for?
So everyone can feel free to write in where you're watching us from in the world. Ooh, I see a jelly. Gina, can you identify this one?
Not sure about that one.
That would be a Gina 4. It's a play on her name. Also close to the name of biological specimen. We're going to start out slow here. But I assure you the jokes will get better.
Are you certain?
No, I could actually tell you the opposite. They will get worse.
Likely. That was a good one. I'll give you that. .5.
So we have people writing in from Idaho, California. Hello, Utah.
1,000 meters? Or 1093? Cool. That took about 20 minutes. That was good. That's, I mean, for the first time.
So which states did you have?
So we have California, Idaho, Utah.
And when you're done, you can leave.
Yeah.
Ooh, Queensland, Australia.
Hey, Queensland.
We have someone from the Netherlands, Germany.
Love our Dutch friends. Morgan. Is it? 12:03. Yeah, it's morning in Germany. 7:30 or 8:30. Yep.
Ooh, Portugal. We have people from New Zealand or Kansas.
I can't hear you.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're super excited to be here with you.
emotionally absent.
Oh, sorry.
We've got a meteor shower in the Herc channel.
Wait, what was that about meteor shower?
It's just everything's streaming by Herc's camera here.
Ah, copy.
I'll be honest, now it's all I can think about is that I don't have the pointer stick. Ed, you did a round?
Yeah, I went everywhere looking for stick of pointing.
Try that again. Hey, you're working on a bunch of the designs for the mobile system control vans.
Yeah,
what's the spec for the new stick of pointing?
That's new technology that we're happy to roll out next field season.
Awesome, yeah.
Now I'm going to tell you. You object to it because because of the union thing, right? It takes the stick of pointing away from you. Yeah. So.
You're up headset? Good work, Rennie. You know what's important to you. He's falling apart over there. So, I'll show you something else cool. Altimeter is something that we use to see how far off the bottom we are on Argus. Sub-bottom profiler, also something we use to see how far off bottom we are with Argus. If you have them both on at the same time, you'll see in the sub-bottom profiler readout, you get all this noise. See all these little dots? That's because they're at similar or the same, similar frequencies.
Is that too
so,
for you?
Sometimes
people don't catch
this
that
gives us a
every time you
fallback.
press
It gives us a, if one breaks down, we don't have to immediately recover because we can use the other one. Also, sometimes a cruise or two ago, we couldn't use this sonar because this software in this computer is being used for another task. It was running the side scan software, so we couldn't run with the sub-bottom profiler on, so we had to only use the altimeter. So in general, we try to run with just one on at a time. The sub-bottom profiler has a bigger range. It works better in general, but sometimes the software is required for something else, this computer is required for something else, and then we use the altimeter. But for today, this one's just for us, so sub-bottom profiler it is. Hey, Rennie's like, it's not the same.
Another Pelagithoria in view.
So we already did a round of introductions on the back. Would the ROV team like to introduce themselves now?
Herc, Argus, want to introduce yourselves?
How about we start with Avery?
Hey, I'm Trevor Shepard, sitting here at the 8 to 12 watch. Canadian, and I have a beard.
That's not nice now.
And the Herc pilot.
Thanks, Trevor. I'm Avery. I'm the ROV intern on this watch. This is my first time sailing on the Nautilus, and I'm doing a great job.
What state are you from, Avery?
From Texas, but now Colorado.
Very good.
Yay, Avery.
Now you can introduce Rennie.
Good luck. Don't. Nobody. Go ahead, Bridge.
Okay, Avery, let's hear a proper introduction now.
Didn't know you were listening there, George. Okay, now that we've gotten reprimanded by the bridge, I'm Renato Kane. I'm the navigator on this watch. I've been sailing on Nautilus since 2013. I just checked my watch to check that. That wasn't never going to give me the right information.
What time is it in that year?
We're in the right place, just the wrong time.
I'll say, yeah.
And yeah. What else was there a question?
What else do you want from me?
Yeah, is there a question associated with this introduction, or we're just starting easy?
We're just starting easy.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's what I got.
Check.
Thank you.
How about the back row? Yeah?
We went.
They went already, but we have some new people joining in, so if you want to reintroduce yourselves, you're more than welcome to.
I think we'll save that. We'll do a little outro. Watch outro at 11:59. If you're wondering who you're listening to, past 4 hours.
That's what?
Ed's getting me a green laser. I'm hoping the TV screen doesn't absorb it, but absorb.
Let's hear from Ed.
We will, as soon as he returns.
Oh,
yeah.
So for the viewers who are waiting for us to touch down here at on this ridge on the unnamed seamount here, we do have a nice excerpt from our cruise plan posted on Nautilus Live, a little overview of this expedition. But it's part of this broader effort to understand what we have out here in the U.S. exclusive economic zone, and in particular the Pacific Remote Islands Marine National Monument. So earlier this summer, Nautilus traveled south from Hawaii to Samoa and visited the Kingman Reef, Palmyra Atoll, and Jarvis Island.
Sorry to interrupt you,
Sure.
Emil. You're sounding a little low on the volume.
How's this?
That's a little better, yeah.
And so Nautilus explored part of the Pacific Remote Islands Marine National Monument, or PRIM, on their southbound leg from Hawaii to Samoa, Kingman Reef, Palmyra Atoll, and Jarvis Island. And we're going to